Maybe it's about money. Maybe it's about a relationship, a career leap, or a truth you've been avoiding. Every time you push it down, it pops back up because it's not here to haunt you. It's here to free you. So here's the move. Name it. Say it out loud. Write it down. I'm scared of. I want, but I'm avoiding. Ask yourself, what's the worst that happens if I address this? Then ask, what's the cost of not addressing it? That's where the real stakes are. This isn't about fixing it today. It's about acknowledging it. The moment you do, the energy starts to shift. Doors will open not because the universe is magic, but because you're finally paying attention. You've been manifesting safe things that fit neatly into your current life. But here's the catch. Your dreams aren't meant to fit. They're meant to expand you. Think about your 2024 goals. Did you hit them? Maybe. But do they feel big? Or do they feel like a compromise? If you're honest, time to recalibrate. Rewrite your goals. Not from logic, but from longing. What makes your pulse quicken? Add a stretch clause. For every goal, ask, how could this be 20% bolder? Example, not just save money but build a 6-month escape fund to leave my job. Act as if wear the clothes of the person you're becoming. Speak with their confidence, not faking practicing. Your comfort zone is a ceiling. Stop decorating it. Break through it. Magnetic goals and alignment. When you're aligned, goals don't feel like hustle, they feel like gravity. You're pulled toward them, and they're pulled toward you. But right now, you're overcomplicating it. Here's how to simplify. Clarify the feeling. You don't just want money, you want security or freedom. You don't just want a partner, you want deep connection. Focus on the essence. Cut the how noise. Your job isn't to figure out every step. Detach from perfect timing. Opportunities don't knock when you're ready. They knock when you're brave. Stop waiting for a sign. You're the sign. Your external world is a feedback loop for your internal one. Clutter equals stalled energy. Space equals momentum. So let's get literal. Closet cleanse. Keep only what fits now or inspires next. That's a small dress? Hang it where you see it daily. It's not a taunt, it's a target. Create goal zones. Want to write? Set up a dedicated desk. Want to work out? Leave your mat out. Visibility equals accountability. Time blocks equals sacred. Schedule your priorities first, for example, 7-8 a.m. Side hustle, then fill in the rest. Reverse the script. Action isn't just motion, it's prayer in motion. Every step declares, I'm serious. This isn't about overhauling your life overnight. It's about leaning into the fear, the desire, the next right step. The universe responds to clarity and courage. So where will you start? On routes, crossroads, and the path you've already chosen. Let's talk about routes, the ones you've grown, and the ones you're meant to grow. You're standing at a crossroads, but here's the truth. You've already chosen. Your soul knows the direction. The confusion? It's just old noise trying to drown out the signal. You don't need to obsess over the how or hyper-focus on one rigid path. That's not how wisdom works. Wisdom flows like water finding its way around rocks. Your job isn't to control every turn. It's to trust the roots you've planted. They're alive. They're expanding beneath the surface, even when you can't see it. Here's what's clear. You're being pulled toward a beach, a metaphor for freedom, expansion, space. Maybe it's literal, you feel the call to move near water, to wake up to waves. Maybe it's energetic, you crave calm, openness, a fresh start. This is your soul's compass. Stop doubting it. Not every opportunity is your opportunity. Distractions will glitter offers, side paths, what ifs that feel urgent but aren't aligned. These aren't tests of your will, they're tests of your clarity. When you know your destination, detours lose their power. You'll need to make decisions along the way, but not today. This isn't about mapping every mile. It's about taking the next right step, for example, researching coastal towns, saving for a deposit, decluttering to prepare. The rest will unfold as you walk. What to release? The fox energy over analyzing, second-guessing, spinning in circles. Foxes are clever, but they get stuck in traps of their own making. You're not a fox. You're a force. The antsy feeling that you're off track, ants follow pheromone trails blindly. You're following intuition. It's okay if the path doesn't look linear. what to embrace. The beach is real, it's already yours in the unseen. Now, act as if, for example, book a weekend trip, visualize your mornings there, collect inspiration. Let the roots guide you. They're growing toward water even when you're not looking. This isn't about forcing, it's about allowing and taking grounded action when the nudge comes. The universe isn't asking you to have all the answers, it's asking you to walk toward the ones you already have. You've already decided, the rest is just noise. So what's the one thing you can do this week to honor the path you've chosen? Then watch how the roots rise to meet you. Stop betraying your first instinct, it was right all along. Listen, you're standing at a fork in the road to roots and you already know which one is yours. But here's where you're tripping yourself up. Your first idea, that lightning bolt gut hit, that was your soul speaking. But then your brain jumped in with a second option, the one that looks smarter from the outside, the one that seems more responsible, more acceptable. So you talked yourself into taking it. But here's the truth you're avoiding. The second choice is a trap dressed as logic. It's the path of least resistance, not your resonance. It'll give you stability, but it'll starve your spirit. The first idea, the one that scares you, that's your freedom. That's where the magic is. And yeah, it might look empty or risky to others, but since when did their compass matter for your journey? You're multi-talented, which means you always have options. But that's not a blessing. It's a test. Because talent without conviction is just wasted potential. The karmic crossroads you're ignoring. You're stuck in outcome paralysis. You keep waiting for a sign that the safe path will work out, but the sign was your first instinct, always has been. The second option will cost you more than you think. It's not just about lost opportunities, it's about lost joy, lost aliveness. The version of you that takes this road, she's smaller, you feel it already. Stop overstructuring your decision. This isn't a chess game, it's your life. You don't need more pros and cons lists. You need courage. What to do now? Admit you chose wrong. You picked the second idea because it felt easier, not truer. That's okay. But now, correct it. Walk away from what's not yours. That relationship? That stable but soul-sucking plan. Cut the cord. Your future self is begging you. Trust the empty space. That lost dream you're scared to pursue? It's not gone. It's waiting. And the universe will fill it with better than you imagined, but only if you move. This isn't about thinking. It's about choosing. And deep down, you've already decided. Final push, no more excuses. Your heart knows the way. Run loose. Run free. The rest is just noise. Your mind is screaming for a final answer. But your soul, it's whispering. Breathe, choose, move. Here's what's real. Both paths are valid. They're running parallel because they're both part of your journey. One isn't better, just different. Stop over-spiritualizing the decision. This isn't about dreaming big vs. playing small. It's about what aligns with your present energy. Maybe the smaller step now leads to the leap later. That's not settling, its strategy. Clean your mental clutter first. Before you act, reset, meditate, walk, scream into a pillow, do whatever shakes loose the noise. Then decide how to choose without overthinking. Ask, which route feels lighter? Not easier, lighter, like slipping into a favorite sweater. That's your intuition talking. Forget forever. This isn't a lifetime contract. It's a now step. You can course correct later. Look at your hands. Literally, what's already in them. The route that builds on which you've got skills, resources, momentum is usually the one to water first. What to release? The idea that choosing one path kills the other. Nothing is lost. Energy flows where attention goes. The pressure to dream bigger when your system is begging for grounded action. Big visions need small steps. Pause. Clean your mental cash journal. Move. Hydrate. Pick. Not from fear. Not from fantasy, from fit. Move. Without second guessing. The universe rewards direction, not perfection. Final note, a mantra for the crossroads. I choose the route that nourishes now. Parallel doesn't mean equal. One is yours today. Which one feels like oxygen? Your roots are breathing for you even when you forget to. Let's get crystal clear. This isn't about choosing paths anymore. It's about remembering who you've always been. That stuck feeling? It's not indecision, it's your soul rebooting. The fork in your road isn't what you think. First route, the career path. The one that looks logical from the outside. The one that scares you because it's alive with emotion. The one tied to family, legacy, or that childhood dream you buried. Yes, it's messy. Yes, it demands outbursts, tears, rage, vulnerability, but that's the point. It's meant to break you open. Here's the revelation. You don't have to choose. These routes converge at your soul's mission. The career path, it's just a vehicle. The dark path, it's the fuel. Together, they're your destiny. Your people are waiting. The ones who reflect your energy, they're already magnetized to you. But you have to step into the mess first to meet them. No more overthinking. Breathe into the dark. That second route isn't a threat. It's medicine. Spend 10 minutes today journaling. What did Lumi love before the world said be practical? Stop forcing the either or. Your mission combines both paths. Detach from lower vibration loops. Cut one thing this week that drains you, a person, habit, or obligation. Replace it with one thing that lights you up, even if it's illogical. Let the parallel paths merge. You're not choosing, you're blending. The how isn't your job. Your job is to move toward what excites you and release what dims you. Final truth, a mantra for your mission. I am not lost. I am remembering. My roots know the way.